Welcome. This is the Detail Doctors and Gem State Dent Repair. That's Eric right back there. Everybody here in the Valley, if you need a good PDR guy, he is the guy. So everybody should make sure you have his card before you leave because they do amazing work. Anyway, welcome. I had a lunch with Sydney Gwynn. Everybody knows Sydney? Very early in the year, and we had a conversation about how there's just no networking for detailers here in Idaho. It's just get-togethers and just having good relationships. And so then a few months later, Rod and Jody, they joined us at a lunch. And then at SEMA, everybody realized, dang, it's getting late in the year, and we're going to put this together real fast. So here we are. We're going to start here. We're going by your shop and a couple shops. And yours, stopping at yours, right? Or no, with your, yeah. And so then at Rad Company at the end. So what we'd like to do is just introduce everybody around the room. Just have you say who you are, what's your shop, how long you've been in business, and if you are or aren't with the IDA, I guess, that you could mention that. Let's start with you.
My name is Ivan. I don't actually have like a detail business yet, but I'm a weekend warrior, and someday I hope to start a detail business. So I'm just here to learn.
That's
Cool.
Awesome.
We'll break you in. We'll show you the right tools.
Yeah.
Eric Patterson, one of Mark's buddies. Love detailing, just kind of along for the ride to check things out and experience it. So thanks for having me.
Very cool.
Oh, I'm Sydney. I'm a specialty supplier. Just here to learn.
Awesome.
Detail kid, I'm with him.
He's always around.
I'm Andy out of Albany, Oregon, with Andy's Auto Detailing and Ceramic Coatings kind of business 7 years. And I brought my son Jaden back here beside me. So we're just here to support the Idaho community of detailers. So, and my friend Steve over here and everybody else.
Thank you. Thanks for being
I'm Randy. I'm with the Detail Doctors and Worldwide Detail Supply.
there.
I'm Mark, owner of Specialty Supply, IDA supporter, store across the town over in Meridian. That's it.
Austin, I've been detailing for a year at Subaru in Nampa. So I'm just here to learn and get better.
He wants the whole everything, Chris. And then Adam's going to come in later with the ceramic coating. So, yeah.
My name's Adam. I'm owner of OCD Detail. Been in business for 5 years. Just 1 year in Idaho, in California. So new here.
Both parts.
Just learning. Northern, Concord, Bay
Concord,
Area,
my
Walnut
wife's
Bay.
Concord, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1881 6th Street.
I lived on Willow Pass Road.
That's right.
This is my turn. I'm David Arredondo. I've been in business for about 19 years. Back when Steve and I know each other since then. And I appreciate Steve for inviting me for this. This is Juan. He's my manager right now. So, yeah, we're here to learn even more. Even though 19 years, we still keep learning. So,
my name's Eric. I'm the owner of Gem State Dent Repair. I do paintless dent repair, and been in business now for 7 years here in February, and been doing it for a decade in January. So.
Wow.
Hey, my name is Miguel. My cousin James by work with.
That's good.
Yeah. My name is Scott. I work with James at Elite Auto Detailing. Been doing it for 23 years. I have years ago, I used to work with Steve at the auction and stuff. So just keep doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
I'm James. I'm the owner at Elite Auto Detailing. I started detailing when I was 16 back in 1985. 26 years experience. Owned a shop called the Shining Eagle. A really cool little place for 2 years, and that's about it. But then moved back, moved to Utah, came back, started Elite Auto Detailing. It's been 12 years now, so it's been pretty cool.
Awesome.
Benny from Benny's Rod Shop. We're out of Haley, Idaho. Custom car builders. Opened up in 2000, and yeah, Steve invited us. So whatever, I can hear next.
I work for Benny's Rod Shop. I'm Benny's painter. I've been doing body and paint for over 10 years. I also own Lifeline Detailing for probably about 6 years now. Been doing body and paint
probably my whole life, but didn't get started until I was a little bit later in life. My grandparents opened a shop 50 years ago, a collision business in Morgan Hill, California, called Rocky's Auto Body. So I've just been living and breathing it.
A painter wanting to get into detail. We all need to try and talk him out of that, okay, while he's here. So.
My name is Chris Metcalf. I'm with Flex and Ego. We're one of the supporters of this event, and we have some cool tools to show you guys, some new stuff that we showed at SEMA this year, and I'm excited to be here. I came from Columbus, Ohio. That's where I live, and I actually take care of North America for our brands for the automotive market, and travel all over whenever I can do these events. And I love to meet like new people, coming to the market and trying to show you some of the cool tools that we have. And honestly, this event is just cool. The camaraderie, bringing us together as a group. I know there's some competitors in here. Some of you probably don't use my tools. You might use different chemicals and things like that. But something about this industry that we've talked about recently as a company, it's just this industry, when we come together, it really, the IDA is a good example of that. When we have all of our different IDA events and things like that, it brings us together and it brings a lot of competitors in the same room. And I think it makes the job fun. I mean, the point of what we're doing, it sucks cleaning someone's car, but at the end of the day, we're making money. And the cool thing is at the end of the day, I love this about this market, is when you complete a car, you can stand back and you can pound your chest and say, I did that, and when you correct someone's car, and then when you get paid, that makes you feel even better. But the bottom line, this is a fun market, and the whole point of being here is the camaraderie and showing off stuff and learning, picking up new things. We're not here to hide anything. We're here to show you how stuff works, and hopefully it makes your job easier.
Sweet.
And that's the wife.
Behind the camera over here.
It's her birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
So, I'm Jody Cedric. I own a software company called RoadFS, designed for automotive detailers and recon guys. So we've been around since '09. So I think there's only one other software company longer than us, and that's AMT Recon Pro, but they really have moved more into the dealership space, but so are we even more. So, but yeah, that's me. So, and we got another guy.
Introduce yourself. Live
you're the last
video.
guy.
I'm Seth Price with Consider Automotive Spot, and yeah, I'm on part of the shop pro.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You're up. So what's next?
Okay, so let's go out and see the shop, and I'll try and talk loud, and we'll do a shop little 2-cent tour on the way. How's that? Grab some donuts on your way.
Yeah, there's lots of donuts.
So
They're nice, thick, cake donuts.
this is the it's the bathroom here.
Yeah.
First door on the right, if anybody needs that. If we run out of waters or snacks, that's the break room.
Did you want a donut? Yeah.
So this is a
Yeah, for sure.
habitat
That's cool.
space. This is my office. This is Detail Kid's office. So yeah. For those of you who don't know, do you know who Detail Kid is? Are you? Yeah.
Andy, how far is your shop?
He's doing some okay stuff.
Yeah, so you drove in last night and stuff for this? Cool. Yeah. Oh, nice. Pay it back, right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Andy's good that way, man.
Andy,
One of the nicest guys in the industry.
what kind of a shop do you have? I mean, I've probably seen it online, but
Yeah.
do you have like a 2-bay or a 4-bay or?
2 doors.
Okay.
It's now 4 cars in there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Benny's. They're delivering that down here today.
Right on.
So
Rectangle that we ended up building.
it was in the trailer. They said
Nice.
it's a one-off color, and they weren't lying.
That is definitely a one color. Yeah. We're gonna look at that in a minute.
Yes, we are. Are we still live?
Of course.
Okay.
We're live, buddy.
All right.
About 9 right now.
Perfect.
Who's on there?
I don't know. I don't want to look. I'm just filming.
All right. So this over here is where we do our interiors. We kind of stage stuff different today just for the sake of space. That's our paint correction, ceramic coating room back there. Both walls are lit up. The wash bay, we actually had those same lights, and you can kind of see where they were down the walls. We actually took those down. We're going to do something different. So I don't want to say what that is right now, but it's going to be even better than it was, and it was pretty cool. So, yeah, and then that's our wash bay. When we got this space, it was actually a rental agency, and there was a full-on automatic car wash filled with brushes that should never touch cars. We could all agree with that. They were horrible. So we ripped all that stuff out, but it actually had the blower system at the end. And so we left that in because I hate drying cars. So we left that in there. And then, Eric, do you want to tell everybody about your space over there?
Yeah, I've got a
So I can get off the camera.
center clear bay over here, and this is where I do all my work.
How you doing, bro?
How are you?
So, Steve, we have a question. Where are we?
The Detail Doctors.
And where?
Boise, Idaho.
What city?
Boise,
You said
Idaho.
it's cold, so it's.
Yep, snow outside. Some of it's melting off.
Yes, it is cold.
Yes. Boise, Idaho. We had some more people join in. Did you want to get some introductions there?
Here, I'll stand by him.
Yeah. Got it.
What's up, Chris? How are you?
How are you? Good to see
Good,
you,
man. Happy holidays.
Oh my gosh, dude! How come you always look like $1 million?
We're gonna hide behind the truck.
And Josh
Just trying to
Pierce,
keep up with
yeah.
you.
I'm sweet. We got cool people. Where's Sydney?
Sydney's
Good.
right there.
Yes, she was hiding. And Kate the Blessing.
What's up, guys?
Freaking awesome.
Good to see you.
Good
Morning.
to see you. Good morning.
Owner of PNS.
You guys want them to introduce themselves like everybody did?
Sure.
Just pass it around.
I'm Keith Duplessis with PNS Detail Products.
I'm Sydney Brakeman with PNS Detail Products.
Are you sure? You don't sound
You have
confident
like
in
a
that.
soft voice, like
But it's a microphone. I want to scream.
I don't know who else we missed.
I'm Blaine. I'm with, with the Detail Lab.
You don't have to give it
All right. I don't know. I'm just passing this along.
Bob Phillips, PNS Detail Products. I'm new to the detail industry. It's good to meet all these special people. Happy holidays to all. Yeah, for sure.
Introduce your product a little bit. Like we talk.
Oh,
Everybody,
I'm not a pitch guy. You know
come
that.
on.
Yeah. We got this company called PNS, and we sell detailing chemicals.
Chemical
we're,
company.
we're doing okay.
Nice.
We're just trying to keep up with you.
Good. Yeah. Right.
Josh Pierce, Iowa City, Iowa.
Robin Sweet, Detail Lab, Chatham, New York.
Cool. So, Steve, where were we?
Where at you?
We're at me.
Yeah, where are you?
All right. So,
Well, did you want to talk about this El Camino real quick?
That's up to you.
We'll get to the El Camino after the ego.
so how long do you want me to talk? Because need to understand how I'm gonna.
Go big,
Chris.
Go big.
Yeah.
Right. No, don't say that to me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
let's hear about everything.
do you want me to tell you about the inside of the battery and how the battery works? No, I'm just kidding.
How's it made?
Yeah, we don't need seats here. The bottom line, I think a lot of people, and I try and convey this. I work for a company called Shervon. On my business cards, which are on my flex table over there, feel free to grab one of those and connect with me. Just so you understand where I came from and how I got where I am today. I've been with Shervon for 16 years. So I started with Flex. I only handled Flex for a long period of time. Actually worked directly for Germany. And then Shervon purchased our company as a whole. And what Shervon's one of the largest battery manufacturers in the world. And if you do a little research on YouTube, you'll see that and understand all the different brands that we make. I can 100% guarantee everybody in here has something that came from our factory. We make all the Cobalt product. We make all of the Master Force product. So even over here, they had some Cobalt products that we manufacture. There's nothing wrong with that. My company, we manufacture a lot of great power tools, And I like to always emphasize our 3 house brands, which are Skill, Flex, and Ego. Those are our premium brands. That's what, no one tells us how to build the product. And what we do with that is we take all the different patents that we have, we take all the cool technology, and we put it into our house brands, and we make something that we believe is the best product for the market. On the table here are kind of some of the detailing products that I think, for Ego at least, just new products that we launched at SEMA this year. Back over there in a minute, we'll get to it, is the pressure washer. Because I physically want you guys to see the pressure washer and understand it. Because the way our company rates products, we rate it on the true rating. Like, so when it says 1.2 gallons, which some people don't believe that it's 1.2, they think it uses more than that of water. But the power, I think until you see it and believe the product, that's seeing is believing is everything. And I think, Bob has a smile on his face because he knows that. Like when you have your chemicals and you're creating products, you want people to try it because you know that until they try it, they don't understand what you're talking about. But even this vacuum. So this vacuum is a cool product. And everybody's like, well, why would I need a cordless vacuum? I always have my generator on my mobile detail rig. There is always a time that you will need a cordless vacuum, or a time that you're like, man, I got to get my generator out just to hit this car. Literally, this is a big dog. We do have a smaller one that comes in the Flex, which is more of a touch-up vacuum. But this is like a true vacuum. This has a 2 filtration system on it. You've got your bag filter. It can be also used wet, or it can be used wet as well. You obviously take the bag out to use it wet. But, and it has a HEPA filter inside. I'll just show you. This has already been used. So it's completely clean on the inside. And Bob, you can attest there's nice ring of dirt in there, and it's completely clean. But on the bottom side here is actually a pleated filter. This is a HEPA filter. So the air that's exhausted out of this is cleaner than the air that we're breathing. So in a shop like this, where we have our vacuum bay next to where we're doing a coating, this is an important thing that you may want to look at adding to your shop, is having a good vacuum. Because if you're doing a coating at the same time the guy's vacuuming next to you, you're going to run the risk of getting dirt in the coating. Kind of cool, new technology, Bluetooth. We've implemented it into the tool. Actually has a light.
That light works amazing.
It actually creates a light on this cone. So it right where you're working, when I have the vacuum on, I can actually press the start button, start the vacuum. So I'm in the car working. All right, this is just the regular setting. I've got turbo. So the turbo setting is not something that you always need, but when you need it, it's there. And it's there just by touching the button. Always on turbo. So, it's a 9-gallon vac, a dolly system. The nice thing about the Ego product is that everything runs off of our 56-volt battery. And if a lot of you guys don't realize this, the Ego brand is what everybody follows. So that's interesting when I say that, because when we go to an outdoor power equipment show, when it first opens, we have a line of people from Honda, Toro, John Deere. All of them are waiting to get into our booth because they want to see what's next. What does Ego have that they're showing that's cool? What do we need to look at to make next? And then when we're at those shows, we see all of our competitors and they follow us, is the way that we look at it. And it's kind of cool to be in that position. But this battery technology, it's just great. We just actually signed a contract with John Deere. We have a partnership with them. They're, in every one of the John Deere locations, you now can buy the Ego product, which is kind of a cool little thing that we did with them.
So let me talk about that battery. So at SEMA, Chris was kind enough to set Rod and I up with the Flex Snack Pack. You go out to our YouTube channel, and we actually had a portable podcast booth. We ran it all day with a laptop, 2 Bluetooth speakers, a wireless router, and one other thing, which I can't forget. It ran all day. And he kept telling me, when it gets down to 2, switch the battery out. Well, I didn't get to 2.
So the funny thing is he's talking about a power inverter that we have. So it's a small adapter that you actually put on the battery. And like if you're tailgating or something, you know, it'll run a TV for 6 hours. You know, so it's nice to have a little power inverter that you're able to do those types of things. I think the 2 different wattages is 140 watt inverter, and I think the new one is a 400. I don't have it right in front of me. I think it's a 400 watt inverter, which you can run quite a bit off of. I think you can run a blender off it if you're tailgating. So this is our bigger power inverter. We don't call it a generator. It's literally a way to transfer power to whatever you're using. So the power's in your battery. The unique feature that ours has, that there's a lot of different ones you see on Facebook and Marketplace or social media, they have internal batteries. So when their battery goes bad, you have to do a lot of different things to get that battery changed out and changed over. This battery, this actually stays on when I remove these batteries. So it actually is telling, it has a computer chip in there that's actually regulating where the power is coming from and all of that. So say, you know, you're in a power outage and you have like an oxygen, you know, tank that has to have, or an oxygen creator that has to have power 24 hours a day. So this could be used for something like that. And you could have extra batteries somewhere, maybe on a mobile place that you're charging. This is actually running. So unlike a 3,000 watt generator where you have gas and you've got fumes and you've got all that working, think about it. If you're pulling up to a customer's house and you're going to detail in their, you know, in their driveway, you want to be respectful of who they are and their, you know, their space. If you have your 3,500 watt generator running, it's loud, you know. So if it's early in the morning and they're trying to relax, you know, they might say something to you. Hey, can you run that generator later? You know. This is completely quiet, can run in the back of a mobile rig. I think actually, Keith knows this, maybe you guys use this at a couple different events that you guys have been at, and you use this in the wagon, right? Rennie's event.
So we put that in the squirrel assault buggy. We drag that around Monterey, both on the tarmac, and just can't plug in on airport tarmac, and on a golf course. It's not plugging. So, but we run our power tools off that. We run the flexes, which is a higher amp draw than the Roof S, and we never have an amp draw down. We run the vacuum on that thing too.
Yeah.
Flex vacuum.
I know that the questions come up with this, and I think Rennie did some testing on this when he had this. The pressure, or not the steamer. The steamer will not run more than like 10 or 15 minutes on this because it is a very big amp draw. But this will tell you, that's what this digital readout is on the front of this. So as you're using it, if I put a 3401, like a beast on here, and I pull that trigger, that's pulling 18 amps of power. And this will drop down probably to around 2 hours of runtime. I know that this will run 3 3401s at the same time. So I mean, that's a lot of power being used all at the same time, which is really cool. Our blowers, this is our biggest blower that we have. The cool thing about battery powered blowers that people have to understand, this is now more powerful than a gas powered handheld blower. So if you have an expensive steel in your, you know, gas powered blower, and you pull this trigger and you push the turbo on this, it's typically eye-opening for people. They don't realize the type of power that's here. And what we all have to get used to, this battery stuff, whether it's saving the environment or we're doing all this, I don't know if I believe in all that. But the cool thing about battery powered stuff, just like the cars and things, it's quiet. Like it's sitting here. You know, I can literally walk over here and just pull the trigger, stop it, set it down. It's quiet. And go to it. So if you think about it, you only need to pull the trigger when you need that type of power. You need that blow. This is a brand new nozzle that just became available. It's called the AST 2000. So if you have one of these blowers with our standard, you know, nozzle, this might be something that you invest in. Retail on this is only $29, so they're not expensive. But it just kind of takes you to the next level for detail, and we'll use it after we pressure wash. But this nozzle is actually a prototype, and it has that whistle to it, so it's a little bit loud right now. Our actual production product doesn't have that whistle. We changed this opening just slightly to change that. So you know, it's kind of cool that I bring this stuff because Like that's a prototype. The pressure washer is a prototype. And I try to come to these events, and really that's the advantage to coming to these events is manufacturers like us, we bring cool products to try and show them off, introduce them to the market, right? No. Hey, we can always trade. I'll give you a blower for some soap or something like that, you know. So why don't we just go straight into the pressure washer real quick? I don't know. Did Steven get some soap? Yep, we're set up with that.
Steven, did you soap it?
Yeah, he did.
Yep. All right. All right.
I would have to say for any detailer, this is probably the coolest product that we just came out with. Completely cordless, even the aspect of not even having to hook it up to a hose. So this will draw from a 5-gallon bucket. If you have a gravity-fed tank in the back of your mobile rig, you know, you can just hook this right up to that gravity-fed. When I've been testing this, I used about 15 gallons on a typical wash. That's doing the rims, doing a pre-soak, and then foaming the car. So it says 1.2 gallons per minute, but on the turbo setting, it sucks that water pretty quick. So I'm not sure what that, you know, the 1.2 that our company had to put on there. But they have regulations, you know, with when we manufacture products, they say it does this, and that's what it is. 3,200 PSI. So the 3,200 PSI is on the turbo. Kind of the cool thing about this is we incorporated the Bluetooth technology as well, where literally we can change the actual pressure from the wand. Since this is a prototype, this isn't an actively working sample, but normally you'd be able to change this and it would change the unit. This will be available. The vacuums are actually available now online. The pressure washer is available for pre-sale from different places. Car Supply Warehouse has it. The Clean Garage has it on their website for pre-sale. These won't be in stock until about February. Another note to make is this won't draw deeper than 24 inches. So it's something that our company wanted to emphasize, because say you're on a boat, we don't want you to drop the hose into the lake and it goes more than 24 inches. So you have to just take note that it's best to put it in a 5-gallon bucket when you're drawing water, or have a gravity-fed tank. Obviously, you can hook it up to a hose if you want to, but it also will run on one battery, but it won't do turbo on one battery. So, turbo requires the 2 batteries. And right now these are my 10 amp hour batteries, I believe, that are in there. Has your typical nozzles. You can go short with your foam gun. So the foam gun will go on the short nozzle. We're actually, as a manufacturer, required to sell this long hose, because they don't want you to be able to spray yourself with and hurt yourself. So, but I'll start it on the low setting. So if I'm just pre-soaking the car, I'll probably use it on the low setting. To be honest with you, the way most cordless units are, I would say that's about the max that most cordless units are. So we'll bump it up one. I would say most mobile detailers, when you're rinsing the car off, will use it on that medium setting. When you need it, if you've got a stubborn, dirty car, I don't know, it's not bad. I mean, so no. What do you think? Yeah.
It's gonna be all out.
Like, seriously, is that you're gonna run it turbo all the time? Bob's turbo. Yeah.
So at Circuit of Americas, it was raining the whole time, and we're out in a park. And so these cars came in for a car show, and they're covered in sand and grit, and the wheel wells are caked with mud. And Steven was literally taking that 5-gallon bucket, dipping it into a pond in the middle of this park, and running this machine just like that, cleaning the wheel wells out, because you can't soap a car with all the grit and sand on it. So he had to get all that off before soaping the car. and this machine, and he could have sold 200 of these that day, or over those 2 days when he was down there. Everybody just couldn't believe it. He's literally like this in the middle of a park, and everybody's like, "Where's the water coming from? How's this happening?"
Yeah.
Like, it was amazing.
It has a filter on the end of the hose. Just helps filter the water before it's sucked into the motor. This is a turbo tip. So if you got stubborn dirt, you might want to use that turbo tip, or maybe on the rims and things like that. We'll use the foam gun. It does come with a basic foam gun. Obviously, you can hook up any foam gun you like to use. Here, why don't you do it? No. Just like any foam gun, adjust. You said max, right? Always max. You're the chemical manufacturer. On foam guns, always use it on the max per bob.
Fun. Here, use your. Put the red one on.
More cowbell. So I'm not sure what foam is in here.
Here, just leave it on.
And like I said, you can use whatever foam gun you want. I'm not sure what foam is in here right now. What foam did you put in here?
Stone Axis car shampoo. It's
Okay.
over here on the common side.
There are different foam products on the market that you're going to get a shaving cream foam out of. Whatever you're looking for. If you're pre-soaking, obviously that's probably acceptable. But you know, everything has like a spot for it on this. Anybody want to try it? Here, you're a new guy. Give it a whirl. It does. Yeah. And like I said, the finishes on this and some of the things like the knob and things not working, this is a prototype. We brought it to SEMA to show it off.
You want to use it? Just the gun? Any add-ons for that?
So I, as a manufacturer, have to tell you to use it like that. But, you know, you can buy your aftermarket nozzle to go right on here. So, I mean, it has the larger tip. So when you buy tips, you just got to buy the larger tips. I'll tell you that this is our first sample of pressure washers that we're introducing to the market. You know, we're always developing new things. Even at SEMA, our product manager was there listening to comments that detailers made. But I would say for what it is, it's a nice unit, and it's going to do the job for what most guys are going to use it for. You know, already people telling me taking it out into the desert, you know, hitting your mini bikes and all your four runners and stuff like that. Because all you need is you know, some storage of water, and you're able to go. I knew you were going to ask me that. So I think the vacuum right now online is $4.99. If I'm not mistaken, the pressure washers, I think pre-sale at $6.99. That's with 2 batteries. Same with the vacuum at $4.99 comes with 1 battery. No. Yeah, but you're getting it for free because we're trading soap for Ego products.
Take a lot of soap.
It's going to take a lot of soap. I'm just kidding. Yeah, give it a whirl.
Try it out. That thing's badass.
He likes that, huh?
Oh yeah. Nice.
Is that the turbo setting?
That is the turbo setting. So, you know, you just bump it down. In the medium setting. I mean, you want to feel what that is? I did when we first tested it. I did 3 cars. So I don't know. Like the weird thing about lithium batteries is as you pull the trigger, the time starts. When you let go of the trigger, the time stops. So, I mean, not that I've used it very long, but I haven't even used any of the bars yet on there. So I would say 3 cars, probably you'd be able to run with it. About 15 gallons per car. Yeah. You know, if you had a water storage setup or a pond like he was pulling out of, you know, I think that'd work pretty easy. You know, but boat guys, if you're out on a boat, say you're on intercoastal, you got fresh water after you come from the ocean, you're able to wash the salt off your deck. I mean, all that stuff is kind of key points, I think, that this will be used for. So, but
hey guys.
Any other questions? Anybody have any questions? More people are coming in, yeah.
What's that? Yeah, Benny, you want to tell us about your El Camino over here? And that way, maybe people that are nervous to try the pressure washer will, like Bob Phillips, that's nervous.
Speak in it.
Yeah, just put it right here.
Come on over, Rocky.
Well, definitely.
We lost.
Here they come. They're coming.
All right. So we got Benny's Rod Shop. We got Benny and we got Rocky. And this is their work of art. So tell us about it, guys.
Yeah, so definitely public speaking is not one of my specialties. I'm hoping building cars is. We're out of Haley, Idaho, and it just so happened that we're delivering this to a lady here in Boise today. And Steve, I met Steve and his son last year at the road rally over there where they take supercars and race them down. So we bonded here, I made a friendship, and here we are. A little bit about me. I'm second generation hot rod builder. Dad made me painter for quite a number of years, and I passed the torch over to Rocky. This is one of his paint jobs here out of the gun. So he also owns Lifeline Detailing, which is so he really knows the paint, sprays it, knows how to take care of it, and whatnot. But yeah, the builds that we're doing here, she came in her 60s and said, just put a new motor in, just kind of spice it up a little bit. Well, a few dollars later, we got new brakes, LS3, Tremec 5-speed, vintage air, modern upholstery out of Boise here, did the upholstery. One-off color. There's only one formula. We have it under lock and key. And it's been a real fun build. And hopefully check us out. We got a website, Benny's, spelled with a Z at the end there. And
it's crazy the turnout.
I don't know much more what I can tell you about this one. We're working on it. We did name the car. So her name is Val. And if you look, we made some emblems on the dash. It's called Malibu. So we're working on a rose color idea. Thank you. And Rocky, take it from there from creating the color.
So it's kind of hard to make the pink look cool. The best part.
Yeah. Yeah. Talked to Sydney. I don't even know if it was the end of last year or if it was the beginning of this year. Yeah. Well, I wanted to do something for the community here in Oregon or Idaho because it sucks. Like there's no community, and then that led to bringing Rod and Jody in. And,
you know, if Oregon's an example, first year was good, and then the word got out. And we did the second year.
Well, and I think it's about a 50-50 between Oregon and Idaho. I mean, Joe Kimball's even in town, but he's at the hospital.
Thank God for the Barbie movie. It came out just in time.
Oregon won last year, so they won down the south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it keeps spreading. Work in progress.
Thank you.
This is
what we see from the airport. Right?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
See it. What's her name?
Usually this is our interior
her
base
name?
over here.
Her name's Belle.
So we're doing 3 lights. We're gonna do another one staggered down
Belle
lower.
Rose. Yeah, I like it.
For all 3.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
how
it'll
that is.
be
And then we
coming
used
out
to
soon.
have
We're
the
gonna.
hex sliding down the wall.
I mean, this is the first
You
time
can
we've really
see the
showed the car to
shadow.
anybody other than just walks in the shop.
And
So
we're
we're
doing
gonna
something
probably
different
get it in the show
which
here,
that'll
Boise Roadster
that'll be
Show,
like,
and then we're gonna debut it on our
by
website.
spring, this will be completely
Come up with a
done.
name by
But yeah, that was really cool, but it's going to be even cooler. So
Thank you.
Cold start? No cold start.
it was
So
super
this
lit.
used to be
What's
cold,
that?
cold start? A rental car.
Cold start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing
yeah.
was had
LS3,
the little
480
track to drive
horse.
your wheel in and the automatic. Oh, sorry.
I mean, you guys
The
don't mind?
brushes,
Want to get
everything. And so we ripped all that out, but we left the blowers.
modern upholstery here in Boise?
Yeah,
Ruben?
100%. So and it's nice. You got the little track down there. You drive over that, and the doors open up, and
Yeah, you got to take advantage of that. Yeah.
it's got the central back system, but that's just not hooked up. So
Thanks for having us.
thanks for coming.
Yeah, appreciate that. Setting this up, dude. Having
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, she's a fun one to drive. Oh,
Yeah,
this is
it's
cool. You
awesome.
check this
I don't
out.
know where at on this.
I figured it was
Something like that.
Thank you.
11:30.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks for inviting us, by the way. Yep.
Hey,
All right.
don't even worry about drying it right now. Let people keep
Yeah,
soaking.
turn the key to the on
No, it's
position
fine.
and go ahead and play with that.
Look at this hard water. This thing is. We're gonna put some straight acid on this thing, right, Randy?
These are all. This is all smoked glass you buy from Specialty Glass.
It's not tin, it's just smoke.
It's smoked. Yeah, it's smoked. You can get it in charcoal, clear, and a green tint. Yeah, for quite a number of cars. Huh? It's smoked. Yeah. Oh, as far as that, I don't know. That's probably good. It has to be the way they do it, right?
Nah, we don't need to blow it. They're talking about that. What?
No. Smoke glass.
Oh yeah.
You work here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it. Not yet. Not yet. That'll be something next tour. Good job, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, well, since 2012 in Haley. Been doing this all my life. But yeah, I started in 2000 out of Flint on my own.
So I always ask you questions that are up in some guys. Like, do you know Wilson?
It does ring a
They
bell.
have a body shop.
That's impossible.
Wilkins. How long ago? I mean, it had been years ago.
So yeah, I remember. So
This
I grew up
thing's gonna
racing
require like some straight acid for this hard water.
Johnny.
I mean, it's
Johnny
50-50,
always just
and it's
had
some polish, and
fucking
it's some more
badass.
polish.
Remember the old two-door blaze or two-door F10 blazers?
Oh yeah.
He had one of those. Slammed on the
We'll be
grill,
leaving it the next
small
stop pretty
block.
soon, but thanks for coming.